Drums shake the morning air. Each beat rises quick and loud, calling every ear. The ground seems to jump with the sound as people gather. Voices grow around the painted hut. Feet press close. Hands point. Someone whispers, "It begins." A figure steps forward in bright wedding beads. The colors shine in the sun and gasps move through the crowd. The drums beat faster. The air grows tight as the ceremony begins. Eyes turn as the figure looks once at the elders, then turns away. The beads tremble. A breath is taken. Then the beaded veil drops to the ground. The figure runs. Gasps burst like sparks. Women cover their mouths. "Stop the bride!" A warrior shouts. The runner heads toward a lonely wooden stool. A thin figure sits on it with a cane across the lap. The runner grabs an arm and pulls hard. "We must go now." The thin figure stares in shock but rises with effort. Feet steady. Shoulders lift. Elders point and shout orders. "She shames us," cries the groom's family. The drums stop mid-beat. Silence hits like a stone. Then the two sprint toward the forest path. Shouts rise behind them. Villagers break into a loud chase. Sand kicks up. Breath burns. The sound grows wild. Children run after the adults to see what happens next. "Why did she choose him?" calls a young boy. Elders exchange worried glances. No one gives an answer. Only confused whispers pass from voice to voice. Dust rises as feet pound the earth. The chase grows fast and messy. The forest swallows the two first, their shapes slipping between the trees. The villagers follow, pushing harder, shouting louder. And the real story begins. The day begins with a bold voice. It rises clear and strong. "I stand against the old rules." The crowd turns. Some shake their heads. Some nod in secret. "Why must I marry him?" The question cuts the air. An elder, his staff taps once on the ground, but there is no answer. Village women whisper. They talk about the sharp mind that never bends. They whisper how courage sits in her words like fire. Far off, a proud voice booms. "She will be mine. It is settled." He lifts his chin high, sure of his power. She walks to a small wood hut. A warm hand opens the door before she knocks. "You look worried. Tell me." Her breath shakes. She speaks fast about fear, pressure, and the marriage she does not want. He listens close. Tomo is not what he shows. Outside, a few villagers laugh. They point at the limp that slows his steps. The cane taps slow. He hears them but stays calm. In the trader's area, loud boasting fills the air. "My future wife is perfect for status." He spreads his hands wide. The elders nod as he smooths his voice like oil. Later, she moves near the storehouse. Her eyes narrow at strange boxes stacked in the shadows. "These look fake," she whispers to herself. She hurries to the elders. Her words tumble out, but hands rise to silence her. "Do not disturb us, child." A smirk grows behind her as she walks away. The smirk watches her like a hunter waiting for easy prey. She runs to the wood hut again. "No one believes me." "I do. Tell me everything." Her voice lowers. She tells him what she saw. He leans closer. "I saw strange men bring clay stones." Shock spreads in her eyes. "Tomo plans to cheat the whole village," he says. But the worst truth comes next. He speaks slow. "He plans to blame me." "What? But why?" His voice trembles. She understands before she answers. "He wants to silence us both." The sun rises on the wedding morning, but danger rises with it. She feels it in the way people stare too long. "His men are watching me already." He grips his cane tighter. She takes his hand. "We must stop him." Drums begin to beat for the wedding. The sound grows heavy. Each beat feels like a warning. Pressure builds in the crowd. She stands still for a moment. Then her voice breaks the air. "I choose my path." She turns. "Kino, run with me now." He hesitates only a breath. She pulls him forward, and their escape begins while the trap behind them waits to snap shut. The forest edge fills with noise as people split into groups. Voices rise in every direction. Spears lift high. "Find the bride." Warriors shout as they rush forward. Children search the ground. Small fingers point at broken leaves that show a trail. A strong figure steps ahead with fire in his eyes. "Bring her back. Beat the cripple if he slows you." The order hits the air like a whip. Men charge into the thick trees without looking back. Deep inside the forest, two figures move fast. One pulls the other toward a narrow, hidden path. "How do you know this place?" "My father showed me before the accident." The path takes them into deeper shadows. The air grows thick. Soon they stand before an old shrine marked with carvings worn by time. "You made these." A small nod. "This was my quiet place." Strange marks on nearby trees make her step back. "Someone passed here. Not long ago." He stops and turns to her. Worry sits on his face. "I saw him with strangers last night." She gasps. "What were they doing?" "Empty boxes. They will fill them with clay stones. Then they sell them as gold." Her fists clench tight. "He will ruin the whole village." Far behind them, the chase grows louder. Nala is bewitched. Voices rise in fear. Who cursed her? The cripple stole the wedding gifts. The crowd shakes with anger. Kino must be punished. He moves fast again and leads her to a hidden ground hatch covered in leaves. Stay close. This is the place. They climb down into darkness and reach the underground storehouse. Look, fake goldstones. He searches faster. Fake ivory, paper's secrets. She lifts a box. We show this to everyone. This is our proof. Footsteps crash above them. Dust falls from the ceiling. A shape drops down with his men behind him. A sharp kick sends the cane flying across the room. He falls hard but tries to rise again. She points at the man. You lied to everyone. A low growl answers her. No one will believe you. He reaches into his belt. His fingers close around a small, carved whistle. What is that? A call for help. He blows the whistle with all his strength. A strange echo answers from deep in the forest, long and powerful. She looks around with wide eyes. Someone is coming. The forest falls silent. The whistle cuts through the trees like a sharp wind. Drums echo from deep inside the trees, slow at first, then faster, calling attention. Masked figures step out, spears raised. Their presence commands silence. Villagers freeze. Every eye watches. The guardians form a circle around the intruders. Who called for help? A strong voice demands. Kino lifts the box, hands firm. We did. The box opens. Shiny stones spill out, but dull, fake. These are lies, one guardian says, leaning in. Nala hands over the trade papers. Every eye shifts to the documents, heavy with proof. This is all false, a voice roars. Then show us the real goods, comes the reply. Check the storehouse now. The command echoes from her lips. Fear flashes across proud eyes. They dart, searching for a trap now revealed. A sudden lunge, a knife flashes toward him. A wooden carving blocks the blade. The wood splits and he stumbles. A torch is grabbed. Flames flare. A strong figure steps between them. Stop this. It ends now. The men glance at the guardians. Panic grows like wildfire. We have followed him for months, a voice declares. Villagers gasp, realization spreading. He tricked us. Weapons clatter to the ground. The men run, fleeing the circle. The proud figure sees no escape. His eyes scan, heart pounding. He breaks through the side, sprinting toward a high ledge. Stop. It's dangerous. A voice calls. The ground cracks under his feet. A loud snap shatters the air. He falls to the rocks below, injured but alive. A calm voice rises from the circle. His lies brought him here. The forest remains still. The drums fade. Justice, sudden and sharp, hangs in the air. Ropes wrap tight around the proud figure as shouts fill the air. This is not over. Comes the defiant cry, raw with anger and fear. Villagers step back, eyes wide, as a guardian speaks. You will answer before the elders. Struggles twist and pull. The ropes bite, but strength falters under unity. The captive is dragged forward, stumbling toward the council. Eyes widen among the elders. Old faces pale as truth hits. We trusted the wrong man, a voice says, heavy with regret. Another strikes the ground with a staff, echoing sorrow. We failed our people. Whispers rippled through the crowd, rising and falling like the wind. Shock paints every face. A figure steps forward.com, yet commanding. Villagers close in, curiosity and hope sparkling in their eyes. Tell us, child, what truly happened? A hand rises, stilling the crowd. Listen, I will speak the truth now. Words flow clear and strong. The schemes are laid bare. Stones hidden, papers forged, lies told to deceive and control. Eyes turn to the guardians. They saw the signs. They followed the tracks, comes the voice, steady and unyielding. Nods circle the crowd. Understanding spreads. No more lies. This is what he did. The real stones are placed before the elders. They shine, honest and unclaimed by deceit. Kino warned you. His words were true, a guardian affirms. Heads bow in respect. Forgive us, son. You carried the truth alone. Voices rise in murmured relief. Justice feels real for the first time. Step forward, those who once promised status. Your beauty can bring honor and wealth, they say. Laughter answers them, soft but defiant. I choose my own path, not a title. Cheers burst through the crowd. Her words travel, ripple after ripple, settling in every heart. The elders tap their staffs 3 times in solemn rhythm. Rise as truthkeeper. A glance exchanged says more than words. Pride and respect bloom in that quiet moment. You earned this, comes the smile, steady and sure. Drums beat once, twice, and a 3rd time. The village echoes with welcome, with hope renewed. Truth has a guardian, courage has a voice, and the path forward is chosen, free and bright. The staff rises high, tapping once, twice, commanding silence. Strength is in choices, not muscles. comes the firm voice, echoing through the gathered crowd. Eyes turn to the young figure who stood against fear and lies. This boy chose truth when it was hard, the voice adds, pointing with conviction. Murmurs sweep through the villagers, a tide of realization and respect. Another elder taps the ground, slow and steady. Pride blinds. Look at him who thought himself clever. The words strike like flint. Children lean close, whispering to one another. He thought he was clever, but lies trapped him. A guardian steps forward, spear lowered, eyes sharp with wisdom. When truth stands, lies fall like dry leaves. Villagers nod, feeling the weight of the words. Kino's words protected us more than any spear. The guardian declares, steady as the drumbeat of the land. A voice rises, small but firm. I spoke because silence helps lies grow, comes the brave declaration. From the crowd, a shout answers, strong and clear. Your voice saved us. Echoes follow, one voice becoming many. One voice, one truth. A hand rises, ancient and steady, resting on the young protector's shoulder. Do not judge a person by weakness. Judge by courage, comes the solemn wisdom. This boy stood firm when many adults did not. The two figures step forward together, shoulders straight, eyes steady. Soft drums beat steady and calm, honoring the courage that saved the village. They show that honesty wins a van when the whole world doubts you. The voice declares, reverent and proud. Hands lift, one after another, answering in unison. Let truth lead us. The village hums with newfound respect and hope. Truth has a champion, courage has a voice, and the path forward is clear.